Da-na-na.
Welcome to week 2 of the PMA LCS. We are going live now, and we are doing a match versus with TSL, which is the Salami Lid, versus HBO, which is Jimbo's Himbos. We're just about to get started here in the draft. I am your host. I am the one and only Opie, and we have the number one forever first overall draft pick here with me, who's doing the streaming and doing a fantastic job of Wesh.
Hi, that's my name.
Yes, that would be you. Correct. Okay. Mute the stream. We got this here. All right. So we are in it to win it now. They haven't started yet. Why haven't they started yet? Oh, because they're nobody's
Oh,
ready yet apparently.
I think I got it to fit. Ooh, look at me.
Hey, there it is. Yeah,
I got
perfect.
the overlay to work.
Overlay works.
Okay, I think I have you and I at about equal volume now. I think, but
Perfect. That's fine. Either way, I'll just speak up if I need to. Doesn't matter. All right, we are just now getting into this first ban away, taken away from Jimbo's. Jimbo's is going to be the Xerath, followed by the Echo, and then on the other side they get rid of Belvath and the Viego. No surprise there. Belvath right now seems pretty strong overall, just because people don't know how to play against her yet. Um, and when you have a pretty strong jungler over there, it's something you want to take away. And then Viego obviously is a very Syracuse pick. And then the Trundle is going to be taken away from the side of HBO as well. Diana being the next one. That is a very versatile pick. That's probably being taken away from Maye there in the mid lane. First pick. Wow, what a surprise. Tobex is going to be playing the patented Singe that they played twice uh, in their last match. Uh, to great effect, might I add. Never bought a lost me some channel points because they never bought a mythic item, but that's okay. That's either way. And then HBO is going to counter that with a Sivir pick, the classic PMA LCS Sivir. We don't see it quite as much anymore, but it's still a big lane bully just because of the abilities to push and to poke. And then Jarvan, another great standard jungler. Magnificent will be playing that. He does play that very well. I think that's one of his standard champions you see. Following that up, we're going to see the Salami Lid. Sorry, I almost said loaf. It's gonna pick up Lucian and Nami. I'm just gonna start calling him the Salami Loaf anyways, because it's more fun. Uh, I get the meme, but it's more fun. And then Swain is gonna be followed up. So, your bot lane for TSL is going to be taking bot lane, which is, I believe, Squints and Greg Boy will be doing the Lucian Nami. I've yet to see if they'll actually do swaps, but I think it's just going to be Greg Boy supporting uh, Squints being the ADC. Swain picked up, so Swain probably going to be going into the top lane. I don't actually know how that lane matchup works out for the Singed or the Swain, but I imagine shouldn't be too bad. Swain can clear decently with that Q. So if Singe does end up getting behind, it should be okay. But we're going to see a couple other bans. We're going to see the Wukong taken away. Syracuse can be deadly on that. We've seen it. And then Kassadin, the classic, taken away from Maye. And I hate that Kassadin splash art. I think it's dumb. But then you've got the Orianna and Azir takeaways away from HBO. TSL did not want to see those in the mid lane. Two very strong controlling champions in the mid lane that do scale pretty well into the late game. So taking that away, HBO will then take up Set. And I'm guessing that's going to be Set support. That sounds like a pick Ice Cold Bro would pick up decently carry wise as well. Some carry potential. Can be poked around a little bit by Nami Lucian, but if you get on top of him, it's gonna hurt a little bit. Vagar is the next pick for TSL though. That will be going into your mid lane with the Mayes. Very, very big control. Does stop the Jarvan from EQing in or EQing out as well, but Set can still ult through, so doesn't matter there. Ooh, and we're gonna see the last pick for Syracuse is going to be the Fiddlesticks. Can't really ban this man out. Uh, Always other options available for Syracuse, and Fiddlesticks is once again a champion he is very well known for. Playing in the past, you didn't used to see it a lot because that used to be a standard ban, and now we're gonna see HBO pick up the Victor. All right, Flesh. Now that we've seen the comps kind of come to fruition, what are your thoughts on these comps? What are you thinking about each champion in their particular role, or what about mid? You're very mid centric. What is your thoughts there on this matchup?
Two champions that really want to scale, Vigar and Victor. I'll give the laning edge to the Victor, um, but obviously, you know, Vigar is just going to want to sit back and scale and play for late. Um, I my attention is drawn to the Sivir as well. Obviously, going to outscale the Lucian Nami, but Lucian Nami can be a very oppressive lane, and so that will be interesting to see whether the Sivir lane, I'm guessing Sivir Swain, will be able to survive the early aggression from the Lucian Nami. So
Oh yeah,
lots to
you are
discover
correct.
here.
I guess Swain. I was thinking Swain top lane, but yeah, you're right. Set could be going into the top lane as well. Swain in the bottom. That is also actually very dirty. Lucian being short ranged, yes, I do see that being kind of an issue because Swain lands the grab. It's going to be hard to get away, and then you can just easily land that Sivir Q, plus some extra autos with your reset on the W. So that's pretty pretty good for the bot lane. Set into Singed, that I'm a little bit less familiar with. I feel like Singed would have a decent time though, just because hey, you can just flip the Singed, or you can flip the set away at a certain point, just kind of run around the minions and do your thing. Sure, he does hit pretty hard, but like, yeah, minus the one pull, what else are you gonna do there?
Hmm.
Singed is just gonna kind of walk away.
Yeah, and Tobek's known for his singed play. He's obviously a singed main. Some would say a singed one trick, and it was obviously very successful for the Salami lid last week. And so you can only assume he is comfortable in such a matchup.
All right, and then last thing we didn't really cover yet is this jungle matchup. What are your thoughts on how this jungle matchup will play out?
Jarvan obviously wants to gank early, wants to get his lanes ahead, wants to be aggressive. So it'll be interesting to see how Syracuse can sort of circumvent that and farm and get himself to that level 6 where his ganks become absolutely deadly. Syracuse, known for this Fiddlesticks pick, very comfortable on it, has popped off on it time and again, and so it'll be interesting to see how he navigates the early pressure of the Jarvan and gets himself to his powerful mid game.
Yeah, yeah. You hope that Jarvan can get some early game rolling as well, because yeah, like we said, even if you put Syracuse behind, he's still pretty good in the later side, especially with that Fiddlesticks with devastating ultimate. So I mean, HBO does have a very strong team of engaging and just running you down. But on the opposite side, you've got TSL with a Nami and a Vagar who are very good at kind of peeling back with the box and the tidal wave as well. And then if you can kite back just enough and Fiddlestick ults in as HBO try to engage, that's where I see you run into the problems. That's where I see things can go downhill for you there. Um, but it's all about, hey, at this point, I think vision, and controlling the jungle is going to be the key to this whole game. Um, Obviously, you don't want lane phase. If lanes get out of hand, that's a completely different story. But I don't necessarily see in early phases either team necessarily having a huge advantage on the other. I think it's going to come down to these team fights and to the mid game, like you said. Uh, who's got the advantage? Who's got early rotations and everything else. See how that plays out. But we sure will find out, won't we?
Yeah, and I'm very curious about the bot lane. You know, and if Sivir can escape and outscale the Lucian, or if Lucian Nami is just gonna put the Sivir into the dirt. You know, I think that's gonna tell a lot as far as which team is able to set themselves up to be stronger when those team fights do start breaking out.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely going to be a war of attrition here in the bot lane because Nami and Lucian, I feel like, are going to have to try and survive if we are looking at. Oh, it might be the set in the bot lane. It's looking like it's actually going to be the set in the bot lane, and Swain's Jimmy's taking the Swain in the top lane. So I feel like that's going to make things a little bit harder, if I'm being honest, for the Sivir set lane. Sivir poke will have to be a little bit stronger, I feel like, to compensate for the fact that set's so short range. Because Nami can easily poke, Lucian can get in some damage as well, even though he's a little bit shorter range than the Sivir.
Interesting. Yeah, very interesting innovation here, putting Ice Cold Bro on the set support. Not something you see super commonly nowadays, but obviously a very potent playmaker. And putting Big Diok Jimmy on something with range in the top lane could help mitigate that singed matchup. So I like the switcheroo there.
Yeah, I think that putting the Swain in the top lane, I think will definitely help ease through that early game, so that way Singed isn't just going straight through the tower, running past, and just kind of doing Singed things early. It's going to kind of force them to be there in lane and be present to do that, because otherwise Swain can easily take advantage with a couple good pulls and a Jarvan gank. Whereas if it was set, I feel like it's a little bit easier to just kind of move around in the lane, get what you need to get done, and get out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that and then if Jimmy's able to get a kill and able to farm really well, that could also be devastating for those team fights. Because while not quite the same as a Fiddlesticks ult, a Swain ult in the middle of 3, 4, 5 people is pretty gross.
Indeed.
Oh, don't worry. Game hasn't started yet. We're still talking. We'll get that scene switched over here in just a second.
We got about a minute and a half of spectator delay to kill, and then presumably about 5 minutes of me messing with overlays and messing things up on the stream end before we get actually into the game. So, just kidding about that second part. Just over a minute left of spectator delay, and then we will be in the action.
Yeah. So in chat here, Bensplosion, obviously a big Toby fan. What do we think predictions-wise coming from the chat? Not to Lucian Nami into HBO again. Oh, is that what happened last time? Well, we'll see if it worked. Maybe I guess TSL took a page out of the other team's books there. Oh, I forget. Who did they play last time? HBO played against RNG. They played against. What's that real name gone? That's their team.
Yeah, the bot lane of Bear Jr. and Tambourine King put on a Lucian Nami clinic last week.
Yeah, so we'll see. Being that these are on I mean, obviously, if Bear Jr.'s playing in that lane, then it's a little bit of a different thing because Bear Jr. obviously one of the best players in the league, so can make any champion look really good. But we shall see what's going on. We do have a vote for TSL winning this from Spike B19. We'll see if they're able to actually pull this out. Toby carries 1v9 with Prowler's Claw into 5 Doran Swords. See, I don't think that's the case because isn't Prowler's Claw a mythic? And we know Toby doesn't build those, so sorry, I'm gonna debunk that one right away.
All right, this is we're trying to figure this out. Let's pause for just
10.
Pause at 10.
Yeah.
All right, let me get my source figured out here. One moment. What am My apologies for the technical difficulties. We will be underway very soon.
No need to apologize. You got this.
Window, League of Legends client. And then, the adapter. Do I just do display capture then? Because that is not working. Alright, I guess we'll just go with display capture here. Okay. I am at... are we starting at 10 seconds?
Yes. Whenever you're ready, just give me a countdown.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, we are into the game here. Okay. So, hit O on there for me, and then U. As we can see, just short little posturings here from both sides. Nothing really happening, everybody's just kind of spreading out. 5-man spread, if you will. Bot Tribush is awarded, and they know that, so they're pinging that. They're not going to try to look anywhere near there, because now they don't have any vision, so just not going to worry about it. Nothing happening right now. Ooh, Sturgeon forgot to buy items. So did Fiddlesticks, ironically. Unless that's just a bug on my end, which it might most certainly be. But it doesn't look like... Oh, yep, it does look like it. It looks like separate plot. However, it doesn't look like Fiddlesticks plot. So, much confusion there. If Fiddlesticks doesn't... Well, if that's how that works, if Fiddlesticks won't level up, that could be a problem. Not quite sure how that works, but yeah. Looks like we're seeing that a Jarvan's trying to invade here. Ooh, Fiddlesticks is taking a lot of damage here from these buffs.
Oh, you hate to see it. Oh, you hate to see it.
I think it's because he actually forgot to buy items.
Oh, you hate to see it.
This is the worst case scenario.
Oh.
No. Oh, but Ice Cold Bro here in the bot lane going very aggressive. Ooh, nice view by Sturgeon picking up the Tart Harvest stack. Putting down some pressure here on the bot lane. Oh, Greg Boy is looking a little bit worse for wear on health-wise, but Squints and Greg Boy do get level 2 first. They're looking to push up here. They're looking to get on to Squints. Ice Cold Bro is moving in. The Ignite goes down. The dash to avoid it. But the W from Ice Cold Bro's coming out. He's going to flash. He's going to get taken down. Sturgeon is not able to pick up that kill at this point. He doesn't have the mana. He flashes in. He's looking for the auto attack, but he doesn't have the Q to be able to do anything. Is he going to die? Greg Boy's going to chase down the kill. Sturgeon, never mind. He is just going to heal up and get out. So, what seems like things were going pretty well for the bot lane of TSL is not going to plan. Unfortunate there. Great play by Squints to get away from the, I don't know what it's called. It's not the apprehend. Maybe it's something along those lines. That pull. Oh, and then Sturgeon is going to get taken down. The spell shield comes up, but it doesn't actually block all of the damage. And Squints able to get the extra auto in to get that kill. Sturgeon had no flash, had no heal anymore. Squints taking advantage there. Syracuse is back again, trying to take the blue buff and the Gromp at the same time. Also, not looking like it's going so well. Doesn't have the smite at the moment, so has to get some help from the top laner here. But will be able to pick both of those up. He's now going to be level 3. He does have an item now, so that's good.
I do agree that having a jungle item is good. That is my high level jungle knowledge.
It's not quite like a mythic item where you can just ignore it and still get by okay. That one, not quite as much. Guy Fieric definitely says, technically First Blood went to Gromp. I would agree. Gromp got First Blood this game, although the gold ended up going down to, I believe it was Greg Boy in the bot lane ended up getting First Blood. Looks like a gank's trying to go out here. They're going to get a little bit of damage, but Tobex is just going to use that ghost and be able to get out. The initial pull did not land. Ice Cold Bros looking to do some damage here. Is going to get bubbled up, but Oh Greg Boy's going to take a little bit more damage at this point. And they're looking to just push in this wave. I feel like if someone dies to a camp, the camp should get a bounty. Yeah, I don't know about that though, because then it's just like, I would, you know, instead of junglers would just die to that camp instead of backing, and then they would just go out and take that camp again and get extra money for it. That'd be like no worse for wear. Oh, but we're gonna see a gank here in the bot lane. Syracuse moving fast. He's going to take down Ice Cold Bro here before they do a little bit extra damage. Great gank there. Oh, the Q actually almost does enough with the Dark Harvest, but not quite. These Silver Qs do hurt. Meanwhile, we're getting a fight here over this Scuttlecrag. Oh, Greg Boy is still very low, so doesn't really want to stick around. Oh, it's gonna hit! Sturcha is gonna be able to pick up that kill, but does not have the flash or the heal. Oh, Budnificent goes in at full health, but Syracuse is just healing off all the minions there. Sturcha, why are you sticking around? That's not the play that you want to do, and they're gonna pick up the extra kill here. Coach Eggboy is here, but has very limited mana, but we have Ice Cold Bro also here and available. The Ignite goes down. Coach Eggboy with the auto picks up that kill. Lots of action happening here. Ends up being a 2-for-2 overall, if I'm correct.
Party in the bot lane!
Dying, and Sturcha and Budnificent dying, so no too much worse for wear, although Vagar's missing out quite a bit of this farm in the mid lane now. Is going to be a decent chunk down plus a kill over Coach Eggboy.
Yeah, Coach Eggboy has really amassed himself a nice lead. Oh my!
Tobex going in on this top lane, and is just going to run down this Swain who was so low health. Used everything before any tower aggro would even hit, and does get out. Which, kind of like I was saying in the mid lane, that's going to force Big Diak Jimmy to lose a lot of minions there in the top lane. A lot of experience gone, a lot of gold gone. So overall, great play by Tobex there in the top lane. We've talked about it. Maybe that's one of those picks. You're going to have to give up something to Syracuse. Maybe take away the Singe next game just to avoid it. Whether you win or lose, just maybe take it away. Get rid of that comfort. We're getting the Maye flame. Maye roamed with no mana. Womp womp. Alright, overall here, we're seeing that there's about a 1.1k advantage in the favor of TLS. They are winning this game at this point. They're getting around the map a little bit more. Ooh, we've got Budnificent looking for a gank here in the bot lane. Ice Cold Bro not being able to land that pull. But I think they've kind of figured this one out here. They're not going to try and push forward. Oh, Greg Boy standing in the bush. Ooh, but we're going to see another pull here. Ice Cold Bro's going to land the pull onto Oh Greg Boy. Oh Greg Boy's going to flash out. Ooh, the ult's back in onto Squinch, but he is going to flash and get out. Is he going to be able to make it? The Q comes in. The burst is not going to be enough. And here comes Syracuse with the Fiddlesticks ulti. Going to pick up the kill right away onto Budnificent, who is not quite 6 yet either. Syracuse, after having a terrible start to the game, has farmed his way back in. It is up 12 CS and 3 kills over his counterpart in the jungle. Oh, Tobex is looking to go in onto Big Diak Jimmy here. He turned off his poison for a second though, so Jimmy was taking no damage, but that caused Jimmy to use the ultimate, which now is down, and Toby's just going to keep running him down. What is he going to be able to do? He pulls him back in, but it's not going to matter. Meanwhile, on the other side, they're going to pick up the dragon for the side of TLS, but 2 kills are going to go over to this Victor. Syracuse also will be going down here in just a moment. Who's going to get it? It's going to be a triple kill for Coach Eggboy. So
Coach
really
Eggboy.
good counterplay there.
Coach Eggboy popping off. We see him amassing a CS lead, being first on the roam, picks up the triple kill there. He's going to be a major threat as this game gets longer and longer.
And somehow as well, Jimmy was able to get out of that. He's sitting right now at about 100 health. So staying right now is probably a bad idea. Looks like he's going to back. He is going to start backing here. But yeah, we missed it in the top lane as we went down there. Dragon does get picked up. That's the first one. That's the Hex Dragon, I believe, that went over to the side of TLS. But yeah, look at this top lane. While top lane, the farm is a little bit misleading. Toby definitely has control of this lane. But now we're looking at a full item for this Victor. Coach Eggboy already has his full Ludens. Maye on this Veigar just has components. We take a look at the gold. Yeah, 4,800 gold for Eggboy and only 2,900 for Maye. So Eggboy is steadily in the lead at this point. That's a good thing. You always want to make sure you put Veigar down early just because the scaling will always be there no matter what. Oh, Maye is moving in. But Eggboy, lots of damage there. Oh, here comes the flash ult from Sara Cruz. Is not going to pick up that kill. Maye has to use the flash to get out. Is super low. Oh, the trade kills there.
Oh, I don't know if I like that. Given the 800 gold over to the Fiddlesticks feels pretty bad.
Yeah. Budnificent somehow able to escape there. Did not end up getting grounded or was able to walk out of the grounding there and EQ out. But in the meantime, they are going to take over this Rift Herald. Oh, here comes the Hex Flash from Ice Cold Bro. There is no flash onto Greg Boy. Ice Cold Bro is doing a lot of damage, but it's just not going to be enough. Greg Boy is able to get out of the way enough. Urcha, with those Qs, with this lethality build, is starting to really hurt. Oh, and we're going to have a dive here. Budnificent going in. He's going to land the ultimate. He's going to try and walk out. Meanwhile, Squints is going to dash away from Ice Cold Bro. Maye is going to come in with the teleport. Is going to be moving here. Does have the, I forget what that's called, Predator going. But now we're seeing another fight here in the top lane. Oh, is he going to be able to land it? He does land it. Big D. Jimmy is going to pick up that kill onto Toby there in the top lane. Using the ultimate. Sara Cruz did arrive, but not able to get anything done off of that. We've got a lot of action here, folks. This is a banger for sure. And look at, just like that, look at that. The gold is even, almost even now. We're only 100 gold different at this point. Like, you can clearly see there is an advantage in the jungle. With Sara Cruz probably about 1,500 gold plus, almost 2,000 gold actually at this point up. Bot lane advantage for Squints, but mid lane still, you know, over 2k advantage for Eggboy. Top lane's pretty even, support's pretty even as well, but man, it went from 1,000 gold difference to now it's pretty even. Coach Eggboy trapped in the box here, looking a little scary, but it's perfectly fine. Maye also able to walk away from that. Nice box to save his life there. They do use that Herald to pick up the tower in the top lane for the first blood tower gold. So that does give you a little bit more of an influx, and now it pops back to about a 1k gold difference for the side of TLS.
The lid of salami.
They're looking good. So what, at this point, because it does kind of look like TLS kind of has an advantage just overall in the game. They're getting these objectives, they're getting the kills. What does the side of HBO need to do to kind of calm things down and get things swinging back in their favor?
Well, you certainly want to play around your Victor, who is obviously very strong and will only get stronger as the game goes. You need to give your Sivir time to really come online and outscale the Lucian. You know, as much as the red squad here is behind on gold, they do have some win conditions for the late game. So I want to see them play around their mid-priority.
Sara Cruz is looking to go in, does get the fear off, but Sturcha is going to be able to heal and flash out. Meanwhile, Budnificent's here. Sara Cruz does have the ultimate. He's going to be going in. He's going to be just getting onto the Victor here. Meanwhile, Budnificent's on the bot side. He's going to flash out after ulting. He's going to survive. Ice Cold Bros in the front line. Sturch is trying to get some damage done, but he's going to walk right into Squints. Squints is just going to auto him down. Meanwhile, we get taken back to the mid lane, and Big Dick Jimmy is actually going to take down a kill here onto Maye. So, a messy fight, but overall, a 1-for-1. Budnificent is way too low to be staying here at this point. Although, looks like Syracuse, Squints, and Grigboy are going to try and take down this dragon here. And unless you get a magic steal from here. Oh! The steal comes in! The ultimate from Ice Cold Bro is going to pick up the kill. They're also going to take down Squints. It's going to be 2 going over to Syracuse. But 2 going back over the other way. And they stole the dragon. Big Dick Jimmy is just trying to hold Syracuse here so Eggboy can show up and pick up that kill. He's going to do so. What a play by Ice Cold Bro. Oh my goodness. Is going to flash in for that ultimate and steals the dragon with it. What an early smite there. Woo! What a play.
You'd love to see it out of the support. Takes matters into his own hands. Secures the objective. And another kill going in the pocket of Eggboy.
Oh, yeah, another kill going in the pocket of Eggboy. You pick up 2 kills on your support. I mean, you don't necessarily need that. Oh, no. Here we go. PMA LCS pause. But we are actually resuming. I don't know what happened.
Certainly
it
I
says
can...
it will resume in 0 seconds, but
Can
it's
I
not.
bypass this pause?
No. Does not appear so. Okay, we're back. We're back in the game now. Alright, just to confirm, what time are you on right now?
15:45, 46.
Perfect, okay. Cool. So we're back in it, and wow, it looks like, yeah, they're still down. Kills are 12-12, objectives decently even at this point. The 1 dragon apiece. Oh, did it pause for you there?
It did for a moment, yeah.
Okay, cool. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, Budnificent's going in onto Maye. The flash is going to be burned there. So we'll get away with that. Squints is caught on the wrong side there. Takes a good chunk there from Eggboy on this Victor. Big Diak Jimmy right now is just beating away at this tower on the top side. And you have Sivir in the bot lane answering the singed. Easy wave clear there, no problem. So Big Dick Jimmy is going to be able to take this tower. Should be unopposed at this point, so that should kind of even up some gold now. Oh, but we're seeing another engage here in the mid lane. We're seeing Ice Cold Bro goes in, takes the Fiddlesticks out, but is going to be under tower. Oh, the flash from Syracuse is going to keep him alive, and Ice Cold Bro once again is going to make a big play, taking that Fiddlesticks damage out of the fight. That's probably the best target they're going to have for that. And just keeps his team alive and escapes himself while picking up a kill.
Absolutely Chad set support play from Ice Cold Bro. You'd love to see it. The Fed Fiddlesticks is scary, but we're seeing the set ultimate be quite the trump card there.
Yeah, that is a great thing if you can just instantly ult the Fiddlesticks right back out of the fight. Sure, you might get the initial fear, but you're not going to get the extra damage off on the rest of your team. Plus, it's the great counterplay for Set. Gets Set into the rest of the enemy team and is able to just try and hold them in place while dealing some damage. And that's where Set's trying to be anyway. Just trying to be a disruptor, trying to get things done. Oh, Sturcha's going to spell shield a little bit early. Probably going to get taken down here in the bot lane. Maybe not. Toby is not going to try and go for the play. Is just going to get the ultimate used by Sturcha. And fight resets. Toby knows he can't really push against the Sivir. The QW procs are a little bit too strong. But right now we're seeing some posturing for this Rift Herald right now. Toby does have the teleport, so things could get a little bit hairy if a fight breaks out right now, because Toby can answer, but you still got Sivir stuck in the bot lane. Looks like they're going to start up this Rift Herald. However, TLS is going to respond by just shoving in this mid lane and probably trying to take this tower down. Oh. Never mind. They see Ice Cold Bro running in by himself, and that's all it takes to scare him away. Meanwhile, they did pick up that Herald though, so now they have the extra pushing advantage. Syracuse might be looking to just stop a back from Ice Cold Bro. Nothing crazy happening here. But Toby now, because of her back, is going to be able to just almost take out this tower. Dragon should be coming up here in just about 30 seconds. Toby, look at all the... Uh-oh. Big Deck Jimmy, you are caught. Now, Toby is not actually going to do anything. Toby might actually be the one caught now. Jimmy used his ultimate. They're going to try and just push for mid lane now with this extra power. Oh, Syracuse does go in with the ultimate. It is kited back. Now we're going to see Budnificent's going to ult in. They're going to pick up the kill onto Jimmy. However, Syracuse is going to be traded back. Maya's stuck here. But now Budnificent, oh, with the nice Zhonya's, is he going to be able to escape? He's going to be able to flash out. Ice Cold Bro is here. He's going to try and get something done. The ultimate in once again. He's going to pull it in two. He's going to hit the W there. And that's going to be another 2 kills picked up for the side of HBO. Ooh, Ice Cold Bro stepping into the bush. You do see that Squints is there. He's ready to fight, but he is very low health as well. Not looking to do that. Meanwhile, HBO is going to try and take over this dragon.
Really well played there on the side of HBO, particularly from the Set and the Jarvan, making space for the Victor and the Sivir to pump out tons and tons of damage. And we're seeing the late game team fighting start to come online for the Red Squad.
Yeah, and I think a huge part of that is you had Jimmy just creating some havoc early, and then Syracuse, I don't think we caught that. Syracuse ulted in, but it didn't do anything. He immediately just kind of had to back off of that, and then the re-engage from Budnificent was fantastic with the EQ into his ultimate to hold Syracuse in place and force Squints and Greg Boy to have to kind of run for the hills there. And then, of course, then you just had a great chase down. Ice Cold Bro lands the ultimate and the pull onto 2, getting the kills onto Toby and Greg Boy. So that just led to a free dragon with everybody else being so low.
And I fear that Salami Lid probably isn't going to win the fight unless Syracuse gets a lot done with his ultimate. And so really well done on the side of HBO, waiting for that cooldown to be down and then counter engaging.
Toby's going to walk into Budnificent. Might not be too scary. Egg Boy's going to lay down the damage. Toby doesn't have flash, so he's not going to be able to get away from this. Coach Egg Boy going to pick up that kill. Yeah, right now, Toby just doesn't have a whole lot of damage. He's starting to pick up some items, but all he's got is a Rylai's and a Blasting Launch, so he's going to take a little bit of damage. And Maya just gets exploded there. Syracuse trying to do the damage onto Egg Boy, but is just going to be turned around. That's 3 kills onto the side of TLS, and now they're looking to just take this Baron. They're already here. The only 2 others of Squints and Greg Boy are on the bot side. This is going to be an absolutely free Baron off of just 2 great picks. Picked off Toby, and then you picked off Maya, which led into Syracuse kill, and that's a free Baron.
And I have to highlight here
HBO is playing this game fantastic.
And I've got to highlight here the choice of taking Cleanse for Egg Boy, making great use of it. The choice of taking the Merc Treads here, really respecting the ability for the opposing team to delete him, and those defensive options here absolutely coming in handy.
Yeah, I mean, there is only one AD on the side of TLS, and that is Squints. And the idea for Egg Boy is that he's just going to stay out of the range of Squints because he does have a little bit bigger range than Illusion will. And if you, I mean, yeah, with that cleanse, as soon as you get feared by Syracuse, if you can just immediately cleanse and walk away, you can get your ult off, you can get everything else going. You are looking pretty there.
Yeah, really, really smart from Egg Boy.
Yeah, now you can see it. This is the great play we were talking about. They get the Baron, and now they're starting to push, but they're trying to push the vision forward because they know what's going to happen if they let anything go a little bit too crazy. They're going to get ulted on by Syracuse, and that's what's going to really ruin things for them if any of that goes wrong. But now they're going to bully their way through mid lane. try and use Maye here with his W and Q to try and clear out these waves a little bit, but they are not that great at clearing out these minions at this point. Baroned up minions are still pretty strong. But yeah, they're letting Jimmy do his work in the side lane, but on that same token, Toby is up in the top lane, also getting work done, so you kind of got to get things moving there. Woo! Great ult onto Maye. Maye taking really low. They're going to have to get out of there. Ice Cold Bro is taking a lot of damage, but does have that shield to keep things going. Somebody's going to have to answer this Singed, because he is going to be working on the inhib towers at this point. But Jimmy's still able to pick up 2 towers of his own there.
Yeah, nice counter push here from Toby, relieving some pressure for the rest of his team.
Oh, Syracuse trying to go in. Great spell shield by Sturcha, but he is going to get caught out there by Maye, who did flashed in to use that wall, was able to get the hit in there, and then Magnificent will follow. Flash also used there, so great counterplay, knowing that they stayed up just a little bit too far, and now there's the punish. And we're seeing dragons coming up, and here in 8 seconds, you've got your jungler and your ADC down. So you just kind of got to give it at this point.
Yeah, really nice.
Unless you've got Ice Cold Bro who can steal it again, but
really nice aggressive engage there from the Salami lid, as they noticed.
I mean, so you've got Ice Cold Bro, Eggboy, and Jimmy. Your 3 teamfight champions, your 3 strongest champions at this point. Yeah, and they're gonna look for that. Veigar's gonna get immediately taken out. Jimmy is still just 2v1ing here. He's going after Greg Boy. Greg Boy's gonna get taken down. Jimmy's still trying to chase after Syracuse. Stop anything here. Oh, but he's not gonna hit. The fear in Jimmy's moving so fast, it's just not gonna matter. But he's still ulted. He's still going at this point. He's gonna hit the E. The ult from Syracuse comes in. The red buff goes over to Syracuse, and Jimmy is gonna get taken down. But meanwhile, while all that's happening, Dragon goes over to HBO. And they are going to be put onto Soul Point now.
I like the distraction technique there from Jimmy. He goes, who cares if I die? My team's getting the 3rd Ocean Drake.
Yeah, Ocean Drake is going to be huge for their team. Because what are you going to do if that initial burst doesn't kill you? What do you got then? And that's what their team is. They've got a lot of burst damage. With Illusion, Veigar, and Fiddlesticks, you got a lot of initial burst damage, and if you can just survive that and then reposition the fight, you're looking good. And with an Ocean Soul pet, it's going to make that much harder. HBO looking very strong right now.
Love the Force of Nature purchase from Ice Cold Bro, recognizing triple magic damage threats on the other team.
Oh, they're looking to try and catch out Magnificent here. He does not have flash available. The slow is going to go down. Toby's going to get in there, but he's going to flip him outside of the box, and the box is not going to hit Magnificent to be able to EQ over the wall and escape there. A little bit of misplays there. Flipped away from the box, so the box didn't actually hit. Woo, that could have been a nice flip there. A lot of pressure taken away, but instead, now nothing.
Now nothing.
Ooh, okay. Fiddlestick stuff scares me so much sometimes. I thought that was a flash in from Sivir. Yeah, right now you can see that TLS is posturing for a fight. They're looking for some Ice Cold Bro just kind of leading the way. Oh, the Fiddlesticks ult into multiple people. Maya is just going to immediately take down Jimmy there.
Here comes the counter engage.
Ultimate, but now, once again, you're stuck in
they
there.
funneled
You've got
in.
a great ult by Eggboy.
Oh,
Eggboy's going
my.
to take out 2. Sivir's going to take out another. That's going to be an instant 3-for-1.
Yeah.
Baron's coming up in 9 seconds, so yeah, that's going to be Baron.
Used a lot of cooldowns on that initial pick and then funneled into the choke point against the Victor, who just blew some people up.
Yeah, you think a Syracuse Fiddlesticks ultimate's bad. Imagine an 11-1 Eggboy Victor ultimate inside of a corridor onto 3 people. That's a whole different beast right there.
Yeah.
I'm very curious to see the damage that Eggboy put out this game. He is farming like a madman, up 220. up 60 CS against his lane opponent. Things are pretty even for the top lane, pretty even for the junglers, all things considered. Squints is a little bit ahead in kills and in farm, but it's just not adding up at this point. These fights are a little bit too chaotic. All right, so now what does, because now obviously HBO is in the lead. They've got the advantage by far. They're up 4K, only 4K surprisingly, gold. They have Baron buff. They're looking to barrel down mid lane. What does TLS need to do to get back into this, to be able to win this game?
Well, you got to somehow start a fight by blowing up the Victor, which is tough as soon as this cleanses back off cooldown. But that may involve a Miracle Singed flank or a crazy Fiddlesticks ult from out of vision. But it's going to be tough. You know, Eggboy is showing a lot of respect. He's only got one death this game for a reason. He's positioning really, really, really well. So
yeah.
It's going to be a tough ask.
Kind of getting found out there. Ice Cold Bro doing a great job of getting that vision out there, not wanting to let Syracuse find that angle for the grade behind the team engage there. And now they're just going to barrel down mid lane, and they're just going to use their wallets and smack the tower with it. Yeah, and they're just going to instantly wipe this inhibitor out. But they don't have any other waves at this point. They've got Toby, who's still pushing in the top lane, and I think that's part of what they're looking at. Oh, Syracuse getting a little bit aggressive. Oh, Maye is going to get pulled back in, but he's going to escape there. A great ult by Ice Cold Bro.
Syracuse, here it comes.
Take down one. They're going to take down two. You're going to see Syracuse ulting it over the wall, but it's just not going to be able to do enough. Syracuse is going to get taken down here as well. That's going to be a 4 for none right now. Meanwhile, Toby's still pushing, and maybe that's what it's been. Toby hasn't been there for any of these fights, and this game is over. HBO with a great fight, a great counter fight there, is just going to absolutely take this game. Woo! All right, all right.
All right, all right, all right. That was a fun one.
What a flip there. Things seemed to be in kind of the early mid game. Seemed to be going really well for TLS. They were getting those fights. They were getting the early roams. They were getting things going. And man, things just flipped on their head there. HBO picking up the win very convincingly in that late game.
My post-game lobby appears to be bugged. Let me see if I can...
Oh, well.
Nice little 32,000 damage here from the Victor.
Great client, Riot. Really great. I can't see anything.
Small indie company.
So I'm going to just assume that the Victor did the most damage in the game.
Yeah, Victor did 32k, followed by 22 from the Fiddlesticks. So just a really, really insane carry performance from Coach Eggboy here.
Yeah. And I will say, got to give props to Budnificent as well. Did a really great job in kind of facilitating that early, was around and was able to kind of guide things and keep things going, and keep things from going out of control, I should say, for TLS. Had some really great re-engages in some of those mid-game fights that brought HBO back into the game. And then obviously, you got to talk about Ice Cold Bro. Ice Cold Bro was playing fantastically. Was able to steal that dragon, which helped them, put on the pressure for those dragons, brought them to Dragon Soul. I don't think they actually ever got it because I think they were just pushing with their Baron buffs at that point. But yeah, great plays there. Jimmy was a great distraction in some of those fights, just kept going, got in there, and then a lot of damage was pumped out there as well by Sturcha on that Sivir. Just with the lethality build, is able to just Q and W over those fights, doing a lot of damage to a lot of those squishy targets, but there really wasn't a tank on the side of TLS. So great plays there. We're going to get a
I got the straw poll unless you're already on it.
Oh, perfect. just about to do that, but yeah, or you already got it. But we'll get that going. Lots of great choices that you could have for your MVP, but I think I just got to go with the standard and what I think most people will pick, and go with the standard Coach Eggboy, because just a super strong performance. Did so much damage and basically got his team into that late game point. Roamed a couple times and picked up a few kills. Like there was the one roam bot lane where he picked up 3 kills, and that was just kind of what set it off right there. Yeah, we'll give it a minute here to get that going. But yeah, right now, strong performance from Eggboy. You can see that in the MVP vote as well.
Is it common practice to split the VOD here?
I think we just keep it all as one
'Kay.
if we can, just because I think they like it as one video.
That's cool with me.
I would defer to Greg, but I think that's what he said at one point. Like Greg. But yeah, I think that was great. I think TSL, ELS, was it? I forget which one it is. TSL, yes, the salami lid, yes. I think TSL will definitely have a. I think they're going to try and change things up. I'd be interested to see if, because it was a win, if HBO switches up any of their bans at all. Like, the Fiddlesticks, yes, was a problem, but I think it was because they just had their superior gameplay elsewhere, and the rest of TSL wasn't able to kind of keep up. Like, Maye got put behind. I'm not gonna say Squints got put behind, but with with a Swain, a Set, and a Jarvan running at you and trying to avoid the Victor damage, the Lucian might not have been the best play there, just because of how, like, and I mean, obviously, he only picked it with the Jarvan Sivir, but yeah, with Swain, Set also coming in, and just how much dive and how much you had to kind of stay out of the way, I feel like he couldn't do enough in those fights. And then, yeah, Singe just wasn't, like, after, thinking about it, Singe just wasn't there for most of those fights. He was off split pushing, which, yes, was trying to draw pressure, but there's got to be a point where you got to try and get in there with that fight, because I think the Singed actually getting in there would have caused a lot of chaos, and it wouldn't have left Sivir, once Sivir and Victor were able to just kite back away from the Fiddlesticks ult, it would have left as something else to try and be there. So it would have given your Lucian and your Veigar a little bit more time to try and get in there and do some damage. Because they wouldn't have to be also trying to fight the carries all at the same time. They could have tried focused on killing the Set and killing that the Swain as well, and then kind of switch focus. So I think we'll see some draft adjustments there, but I'd be interested to see if HBO actually changes anything or if they just keep their pick the same, because if the comp would have been a little bit different, then the Fiddlesticks could have been a bigger factor throughout the whole game, not just that early game. But I don't know. The Wukong bands, the Viego bands, all very strong bands, and I think Bel'Veth at this point, if Bel'Veth gets out of control, Bel'Veth, whatever he's actually called, gets out of control, it's kind of disgusting. So I don't think they'll want to let that through either. Let's see. Alright, so we're gonna call this MVP vote. We're going to call this MVP vote, and it's going to be Coach Eggboy picking up the MVP. Congratulations, Coach Eggboy.
Well deserved. Very, very well deserved.
All right.
And we are going to get into Game 2 pick ban very shortly.
Cool. All right. I don't know what we're waiting for. We all ready. I guess they're all taking poops and thinking over their strategies for the Game 2s.
I think they were waiting on me. And I am very, very sorry. Hit F11 on the browser. That should make it full screen, lol. Okay. F11.
Well, now it's gonna. It might.
I did what you asked, Papa.
Oh, what the heck happened there?
I hit F11.
Hit F11 again. Undo it. That's fine for now. There we go. Just leave it like that. It's fine for now. Okay. So, we're back into it. As we can see, it doesn't look like anything's changed. However, just the ordering, I think, of bands had changed. Oh, yep. Oh, yeah, HBO actually are picking up the Viego this time. They left it open, I was going to say, after the first round, and substituted the Wukong in instead of the Viego there, and then they're just going to pick it up. Oh, Viego looks like it's going to be going into the jungle for HBO this time. I like it. Spicy.
A staple of the Syracuse repertoire.
Except for it's not going on Syracuse.
I'm a staple denial pick of the Syracuse repertoire.
There you go, yes.
This is me messing with overlays when I should be noticing which team is
going on
picking.
to Magnificent.
It is going on to
And once
Magnificent.
again, we're going to see the Singe picked up, and now we're going to see a Jinx this time. So a little bit longer range of a carry. I think that's a much better play, and that's going on to, once again, that should be going on to Justin Squints this game. I like that play. I think that's going to be really good because, especially like last game, just give a little bit more range, a little bit more kind of get around there. But then the Sivir is going to be picked up again. That's going to be going on to Sturcha there in the bot lane. Let's see what they pick back up. Oh, something that did change is that TSL took away the Swain in the top lane. So thought that was enough of a problem there. Even though, yeah, I feel like other bans could have been taken away, but yeah, Swain was enough of a problem in the top lane that they do take it away. The Malphite's going to be picked up for Jimmy in the top lane. One of his staple picks, I like that. But then followed up by Kassadin. Kassadin's going to be going mid lane again. That stupid, terrible picture that they made for Kassadin now. I don't like it.
I like the call to put Maye on comfort. He can 1v5 on this champion. We've all seen it.
Yeah, it's been disgusting. He also likes to go for pentakills, but he likes to TP under tower and die. We've seen that at the last BMA LCS live, and so hopefully we won't see it again. Hopefully he'll actually get the pentakill this time. Hashtag 5 out of 7 Mayes.
Now this gives Coach Eggboy the counter pick, so we'll see what he's got in his back pocket. Is it an auction angle? We shall see.
Yeah, might be. But we see that the Set and Brand have been taken away from HBO. They are not going to be playing either of those. And then the Master Yi and Morgana. So the safety support trying to just keep Jinx alive and whoever else. And then Master Yi taken away from our jungle there. So that will not be something Syracuse will be playing. But Volibear is going to be picked up. So it looks like it's going to be the Volibear jungle here. Unless that's somehow weirdly flexed to support, but I don't think that would be the case.
That is another Syracuse power pick.
Yeah, Volibear, not something we see too crazy often, but it's still a very strong champion in its own right. But the Blitzcrank is going to be coming out. I guess that's why they've gotten rid of that Morgana. Ooh, that should be interesting. Yeah, it's going to be hard for Jinx with Jinx gets pulled into Sivir damage by the Blitzcrank. That's going to be a problem. So hopefully we'll see a spicy, spicy level 1 going on here. And then the Malzahar hover, it's gonna be picked up. That's gonna another Eggboy pick. So lots of pick potential here from the side of HBO. It's a little bit different of a comp this time than the last, where they had a pretty good team fight and engage. I mean, they did have decent. They had a pretty good pick as well, but felt a little bit more team fighting with that comp since they could just kind of run at you. But we're seeing a little bit different here. Blitzcrank's going to try and pick people off. Malzahar's also going to try and solo people. Malphite just going to be a big tanky annoyance in there with a good ult. And then Viego as well for some pick potential and skirmishing effects. But then the final pick we're going to see is Seraphine. Seraphine's going to be locked in. So Seraphine Jinx is going to be your bot lane. Both pretty squishy, low mobility champions in the bot lane. That's a little bit scary going into a Blitzcrank Sivir, but what you gonna do? It is what it is, and now your hope is just avoid the hooks, land the damage. But think about this: Ice Cold Bro is the man who's gonna be playing that Blitzcrank. Ice Cold Bro was doing some dirty things on the set. Imagine what he can do with a hook. Hooker, I hardly know her. Ah! But yeah, gonna be some. It's a very big difference in comp styles from both of these squads.
I like the pivot from the salami lid going with a bot lane that has much more scaling potential, much more team fighting potential. Takes some pressure off Squints early, so he doesn't have to pop off quite so soon. And obviously,
I think the hope now is that Singed will put up enough split pressure, and maybe this time they'll be able to get him, kind of rein him in, and so that way Singed will come to some of those fights. With Singed and a Volibear front line, that's going to be really hard to play around. It's not, there is no playing around. They're going to go in, and you're going to have to deal with them somehow. And then with a Kassadin as well trying to dive in. If Kassadin gets ahead, that could be just a one shot of your Malzahar, your Sivir. That being said, both Sivir and Malzahar do have a spell shield, so like that will help with some of that early burst. Or hey, Volibear tries to land the CC, the spell shield will kind of help mitigate that. Try to still land the flip or the Seraphine ult does kind of mitigate that initial engage. So two good champions on the side of HBO to try and mitigate some of that CC and early fight potential. Yeah, I think, like Neil saying, great drafts, both games by HBO. I would definitely agree. I think they have drafted very well in these fights, or in these games. And they executed the last game really well. They came back from a little deficit and just played. They just played better that game. They played to their comp. They played to what they needed to do, and they did it. They did it very well. Now, the onus is on TSL to make that change, and they have definitely made several changes here. Toby's still going in the top lane, but the bot lane changes. I definitely like the Jinx pick. Seraphine, I think, will be fine, but you gotta avoid the Blitzcrank early, which is gonna be the key there. Kassadin in the mid lane. It wasn't taken away this time, so they are able to pick it. And then the Volibear in the jungle. So, once again, I think this game is also going to come down to junglers. Who can get more done this time in those early games? They don't have as easy jump in potential quite as either of those other ones did. So I'll be interested to see how they do, and if you end up skirmishing, they end up skirmishing each other in the jungle at all. But as we're going to be going into this game, let us know who you think is going to win. And if we have any mods in the chat, which I think there is somebody somewhere, open the casino forum. Let them bet on who they think is going to win this game. We always love to see it. We're all degenerate gamblers. We'll throw some channel points in. It's not like we can buy anything else with it. So let's do it. Flesh, what are your thoughts? Who do you think is going to win this? What do you think is going to be the key for either team to win this game?
Well, is the Kassadin going to have time to come online? You know, the Malzahar's going to have some pretty serious mid-push, some mid-priority early. Is the Jinx going to have time to scale? Are we going to see the Singed really being more active in joining his team at appropriate times to fight? These are my questions. Of course, there's also just the possibility that Syracuse 1v9s on Volibear. We saw him do that last week. And so it'll be really interesting to see how this jungle matchup plays out early. Volibear obviously can apply tremendous early pressure to his lanes, and Syracuse is certainly very familiar with Viego and Viego's pathing tendencies and his power spikes, and so I would look there to see if Syracuse can buy his team time to really scale and come online.
Yeah, most definitely. As we've seen, my A on that Kassadin has been very dirty in the past, and it's very, like, I will say, though, they do have decent ways to control the Kassadin once he dives in. There is the Malzahar ulti, so if Kassadin just jumps in willy-nilly ahead of the rest of his team, it'll be very easy for Malzahar to just say, ult, you're not moving, the rest of the team can then collapse on it. You also have the Malphite ultimate, which, to be fair, you kind of got to be careful with it because Kassadin obviously has the ult, can then just kind of void teleport out of it, you know? But once Kassadin does jump in, it makes it very easy to just kind of peel that. Blitzcrank, point and click knockup, has the ultimate for the silence. Viego also has the stun, so there are definitely ways that HBO can deal with a Kassadin if he does try to get out of hand, but it then comes down to you've got a Volibear diving on your team, you've got a Singed running through the backline, and then you also have to deal with the Kassadin. And if Squints on this Jinx is able to get ahead, then it's going to be a big problem, because it's like not only do you have to deal with this beefy front line, you have a back, like one of the best scaling ADCs in the game as the back line to deal with. So it'll be a little bit tougher of a game, I think, to navigate for HBO, but I do like their comp. I like what they did in this game to adjust, even stay the same yet adjust and move forward based on the different draft choices of TSL. I'm definitely looking forward to this Blitzcrank. I'm looking forward to some early game action to see if this level 1, if there's any sort of invade, which I imagine there should be. Let's be real.
I am streaming a match right now, so I'm going to be super rude and ignore you for a little bit.
That's fine.
But it's not for lack of love.
No, I saw because you were on.
We are going to get into the action here.
Sorry.
Let's go.
Sorry.
Alright, pause at 10
Pause
seconds.
for me. Yeah.
If you haven't already.
Yeah, 1 sec. Okay, we'll have to just do display capture, I guess. Okay, I think I am ready.
When you're right in the game in just a second. Whoa! Cool. It is quiet. It's fine. We're getting this all squared away, and we'll be in just a second.
Sorry, I think I am ready to press play. Are you ready?
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, and then hit O, and then hit U to get rid of the other stuff. Alright, we're getting into this. It doesn't look like we're going to see any sort of cheeky invade from the side of HBO. They are just opting for the 5-man play. And you can see the very defensive setup from the side of TSL as well. They are just looking to put some boards out and not go forward. Pretty smart, if you ask me. Which is interesting. I always think you would just try and look for something, because worst comes to worst, you just get a flash. If you get a flash, then you got an advantage in whatever lane that's from. But either way, everything's all fine, all good. And we're just gonna see a standard 5-5.
Oh my.
That's fun. It's not like Blitzcrank was needed for that anyways, so he's just gonna hook. And then looks like he's gonna try and invade and do it again. They know he's there though, however, so that's the interesting part. And they're gonna try and get him away from there. They are gonna do so. Both bot lane's gonna get to the wave in time? I don't know. Oh, he tried to hook it, but he wasn't able to get it to it. I see the replay there. Not able to quite reach that. But my thing is bugged again, and I can't see people's items. Oh, there it is. Okay. Cool. Everybody does have items this time. Good job, Syracuse. You bought items. Would have been rough if had you not. But yeah, you can see because of the shenanigans, Viego already kind of a camp ahead on that, was able to take out the red buff as well as the Krugs there. Oh, maybe he's not a camp ahead, because Syracuse was still able to take out 2 camps, or 3 camps I should say, blue buff plus the other 2, so maybe a little bit ahead there, but we're going to see an engage there onto Squinch. Squinch is going to get knocked up and then pulled. Lots of damage going out. The Ignite as well. So the Flash Ignite from Ice Cold Bro. Nothing actually burned on the side of TLS, so knowing that they're not really in that much danger of being caught there, now if there is another hook that comes out, they are able to kind of escape from that, so well played. Oh, the hook comes in onto Greg Boy, but the knockup is not there. Dirtchev's going to use the spell shield to get a little bit of mana back as he just runs over the chompers. But now the flash is burned from Greg Boy on this very squishy champion. So see if they are able to take advantage of that. I think Sturch is trying to, but we're going to see a gank here from Syracuse. Yep, that's going to come right in. And Ice Cold Bro's got no chance of escaping that. First Blood ends up going over to the Seraphine, though, so all things considered, could have been worse. The Ignite was used, and I think that's what ended up picking up the kill, so you'll take that every day of the week. See this top lane, Malphite actually super far ahead in farm right now. 16 CS ahead, and is only going to be picking up a few more here with the wave going in their favor. But yeah, the pushing power of the Singed is for real. And counter to that as well, we see Malzahar actually is also the one that's behind in farm. Maye there is the one who's actually ahead. Dragon is going to spawn bot lane and will be backing for the side of TSL, so they might have the advantage looking at that, but both junglers here on the bottom side of this map. Jungle Farm is pretty even as well, but Syracuse with the early invade is going to be able to got the first blood off of that. Toby looking to try and go aggressive here. Going to get the flip and some poison damage, but was under tower, so not able to get anything else off that. Will force the back from Big Jack Jimmy here, but it's just going to try and keep pushing this wave in. Cinch things, if you will. We're seeing a much better start here in the mid lane from Maye as well as the bot lane. They're doing pretty well as well. They also have an advantage, but we're seeing an engage here onto Maye in the mid lane, who's just going to dash away. Magnificent does get the engage off, but it is looking pretty scary. Maye is going to flash in. They're going to be able to pick up the kills. Syracuse also going to flash in. Coach Eggboy not able to actually get the kills, and you can see, once again, that power we were talking about of the Kassadin. Kassadin trying to go in the floor, the dash. With the ultimate. Oh, Ice Cold Bro's gonna hit the hook. He's gonna be able to get the kill. Oh, it's gonna get over to Eggboy.
Oh my god.
Ice Cold Bro. Oh, I don't know if Maye didn't
Bro.
have it up or if he did not have the mana for it, but either way, it gets taken down. Kill gets traded over to Eggboy as well. But on the other side of that, a hook's gonna go in onto Syracuse, the Ignite as well, but not much is going to be happening there. They didn't have their whole team. But Dragon's going to be picked up inside of TSL, sorry. The salami load. Salami lid. Sorry. I can't remember that. Oh, that's so bad. The salami load. Oh, yikes. Sorry if I get our Twitch account banned for calling it the salami load. Sounds dirty. Yeah, Sivir down here in this bot lane, a little bit down on farm, but they're going to have that pushing power all there and available. Ice Cold Bro is trying to play the advantage and keep them off of the waves, but they're just going to push it under the tower. They're going to try and play safe in this bot lane. That's what you do when you're playing with the Jinx. However, we're going to see another attempted gank, but that's going to be very hard to do against the Kassadin, who's got that ultimate to get out. Void Walk, something like that, probably what it is. Yeah, and you can see Malphite. It looks like Malphite's actually going a little bit more AP build style. Might just be for, like, you know, first item. But maybe it will actually be full AP build Malphite. Who knows? That's most certainly a possibility. You would be able to just blow up most people on their team. Yeah, Maye is just taking advantage of that early kill and the extra farm. Big Jake Jimmy is just going to ult in onto Toby, who's just a little bit disrespectful of the fact that Malphite ult is up. You see that a lot. People just don't get it. Oh, the silence is going to come in. Maye is not going to get anything done there. He's going to be a little salty. We talked about the terrible Maye teleports, and that's it right there. The flash out by Ice Cold Bro to get away from the gank. Great play there. But keeping up the pressure for this bot lane, you see that Syracuse wants to keep this Jinx in the game, keep him ahead. So we'll see if they can keep that up. Magnificent getting a little bit traded back on by Syracuse, but nothing else will come with that. Coach Eggboy trying to just keep the pressure on, trying to keep this lane pushed in. Kind of hard to do against Kassadin at this point, who can easily just kind of clear these waves out. Ooh, lots of damage going out onto Maye. Eggboy actually had the ult. I'm surprised that it wasn't used there. Might have actually been able to pick up that kill. But either way, it looks like we're seeing a roam down from Toby here from the top lane. And maybe a gank from Syracuse here as well. Eggboy sensing something is going to be trying to get out here, but we're going to be taken down to the bot lane. A nice play in there, but the heal, they're not going to be able to pick up that kill. Eggboy is going to use the flash in the mid lane in the meantime to get out. Super close plays on both sides. Everybody escapes. Jimmy with that AP is actually doing quite a bit of damage to Toby. He's chipping away. Does almost have the ultimate up. Might keep looking to apply some more pressure here, but is not going to do so at this time. The ultimate's up. Here it comes. There it is. Told you. Oh, but the flip. He's got the move speed, though. He snaps it with the Q, and there's the kill. AP Malphite coming out to play. Malphite's going to check this bush, though, for some reason. And this... Oh, going to flash out. We'll be able to get away. Jimmy's looking to fight here. However, Ice Cold Bro's here, and it looks like he's just going to flash away. Syracuse will get out of that. I don't think he realized that it was just Malphite and the Blitzcrank, though. Oh. Jimmy as well, still here. See the ultimate from Syracuse, but man, the move speed stealing from that Q is going to do so much work. All the ultimate's going to come out here in the mid lane, but Ice Cold Bro is still here in the top lane. Syracuse is going to be chunked down. The Ignite's going to go down. Syracuse is going to just barely not get the kill onto Jimmy. However, Toby, I think, is going to pick up this kill. Oh, never mind. We've got Budnificent here. The hook in onto Toby's going to not be able to save him because Toby on this Singe is just too fast. But now we've got Maya here roaming. We've also got Egg Boy here, but neither one of them have their ultimates. So, once again, it's just going to be a trade. Some low health bars, but not much else is going to happen. Yeah, we're seeing these trades are being super close on both sides. Both teams are roaming very well. Right now, Sturcha is just trying to soak this up here in the bot lane, but Squints is actually getting very far ahead in farm here. Sturcha once again going for this lethality build. We're seeing that this Jinx also has 2,500 gold in inventory right now, so it has a lot of gold to spend. Just hit the 101, 102 mark as far as farm goes, so he's doing very well. Egg Boy's got to kill in the mid lane. Still 25 CS down from Maye, but yeah, Maye is going to be a problem here in this later game. Ooh, good trades here in the mid lane for both sides. Egg Boy just doesn't have his ultimate, otherwise things might have gone a little bit differently. He might have looked for that ultimate there. Because if you get the minions and everything else all at the same time, you're looking at a good play. But right now, we're seeing that Budnificent and Sturcha are trying to go for this dragon. They don't think that they're going to be able to get anything done, so the side of TSL is just going to concede that. Jimmy once again is just trying to bully here. Ice Cold Bro lands the hook, but the ultimate from Seraphine's going to come out here. Budnificent's doing a lot of damage to Syracuse. Syracuse is going to ult to the other side of the wall, and they're going to be able to get out there. No harm, no foul from any side. No summoners really used other than Sturcha using the heal there. Big DX Jimmy here in this top lane with this AP Malphite did end up going with the Everfrost, so it does have a lot of ability power. The extra root is there as well, so picking up a little bit extra CC, that might be really good for trying to deal with Maye and this Singe later on in the game. But does have the extra ability power at this point, so lots of damage coming out. This game compared to last, a little bit more tame in the side of kills, just because each team they're kind of getting there, feeling each other out, but we're seeing Jimmy over the wall. The ultimate's going to come out from Egg Boy as well. The roots are coming in. Maye just can't move. Malphite ultimate into another ultimate. Squints is actually going to get knocked up here. He's going to flash out. He's doing a lot of damage, but yeah, he's going to pick up the kill onto Ice Cold Bro. They just didn't have the damage to follow up. Squints was able to escape with the flash, and now that's going to be 2 kills picked up for this bot lane. Squints is going to pick up one. Oh, Greg Boy is going to pick up the other. Things are looking really good for the side of TSL in this bot lane. Squints having a big impact this time versus last game, where he just wasn't able to get as much. Budnificent might be looking to try and hold this tower. Not going to be able to hit that. The damage is not going to be enough, and Squints is going to pick up another kill. Great play by Greg Boy and Squints to be able to survive that. A little bit ambitious, missed the stun, and then still not able to pick up the kill. Not enough damage there. A TP in, I guess it looks like, from Maye as well for the backup, but not really going to make anything of that. Big Dick Jimmy is looking at once again like he's going to try and pull off some top lane heroics. Ice Cold Bro posturing against this Kassadin, not going to do anything. Syracuse looks like trying to steal away this blue buff, but interesting ult away. Malphite can't ult in. He's going to hit the ult now onto 2 because he's not rooted anymore. Toby's going to get taken down. Syracuse is on the wrong side of the wall, and they're just going to let him go away. They're going to take this Rift Herald as the prize. Jimmy right now is 3-0. Eggboy also picked up 3 kills in the meantime, so this mid lane and top lane are looking really strong for the side of TLS. However, now we see Maye looking to go in. Oh, the jump over the wall, but it's in the wrong direction. Oh, Ice Cold Bro is pulling some shenanigans.
Oh, no!
Flash over the wall!
Oh,
no! Somebody clip that, please. Please, somebody clip that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ice Cold Bro. You had the juke so well. Oh. Oh my gosh, he juked Maye so well, and then that happens. Oh. Hate to see it, but now we're seeing an engage here in the mid lane. Syracuse is going to start taking this tower. He's going to take the ult from Eggboy. Maye is still diving this tower. Maye is taking tower shots. Maye is going to die. Syracuse also taking a lot of damage. Jimmy's here in this mid lane. He doesn't have the ult yet, but it doesn't matter. They're still going to pick up the kill. Magnificent's going to try and chase down Gregboy. Gregboy's going to get stunned, and he's going to get taken out as well. So a 3-for-1 after a great play by Eggboy to dodge a lot of damage and hold Syracuse under that tower with the ultimate. Oh, the hook once again is going to land onto Gwent. Jimmy's going to pick up another kill. 5-0-3 on this Malphite. They also had the Rift Herald, so they're going to drop that and take the mid tower. That is a huge swing. Now they are up 2.5k gold now. Oh, that's a lot. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Sturcha as well, trying to catch up a little bit, get some solo gold farm. Oh, man. What a play. This Malphite is huge at this point. If Malphite's in this fight, you don't want to be there, is what it comes down to. And yeah, you're still seeing, even though Toby's been kind of splitting a little bit more, off by himself now, it's still down in farm, about 25 farm or so. Ice Cold Bro and Magnificent are on the wrong side of this at the moment. Malphite does not have the ulti. They're going to try and chase down Magnificent. They are going to be able to pick up the kill. Ice Cold Bro, you are going to be next. I don't think you're going to be able to escape this one. You might. We'll see. That's a lot of damage coming out from both sides, but yes, he's going to be able to still pick up that kill. Kassadin's still alive. It's now a 5v3. But you've got Malphite, who does have the ultimate, and you've got your strongest player in Eggboy. You still have your carry in Sturcha as well, who does have a fully completed Duskblade now. Lots of damage coming in onto Maye, so we'll see if they're actually able to pick up anything. We're going to have to look to teamfight this, not just try and steal this. Toby's going to actually come into the fight, but he is going to get melted down, almost die. We're going to get Jimmy coming in over the top of the ultimate. Hits 3. They're going to wipe the team! That's almost everybody dead except for Maye. Maye is also going to go down. That's a 5-for-1! In a 3v5, huge ultimate for Jimmy, and then great follow-up by Sturcha and Eggboy to lock everybody in place, get damage onto multiple members. What a fight. That was incredible. HBO taking control of this game. Jimmy says, I'll put on the carry pants this time. Whew.
I guess I got disconnected or something?
Oh, hold on.
My client crashed.
Hold on, I'll pause.
I am so sorry about that. Yeah, my client crashed. Okay, I'm back in the game. What is your timestamp?
I'm at 1932. I paused.
I can be back at
okay.
1932.
We'll skip forward.
Oh, okay.
So
It
pause
looks like
somewhere.
the farthest back I can get is 20 even.
Okay. So I'll try and recap what happened. So Maye picked up a kill. He TP'd bot lane. They took the bot lane tower, and Maya was able to pick up a kill onto Sturcha. We're at 20 minutes even now.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, I'm ready to start.
Go.
Yeah, so at this point we're seeing Toby's just kind of escaping, getting away there. So yeah, not much we miss on that.
What's your clock at? Sorry.
10, 11,
Perfect.
12. Oh, and we're seeing another hook over the wall here. It looks like, oh, Greg Boy's going to get going down. Syracuse is going to go over the wall. Lots of damage there. Toby's trying to get into this fight. Maya is also, Squints is trying to take over. But we're seeing the ultimate, the suppression onto Maya. Maya's still going to be taking people down. And that's going to be a 3-for-1 exchange there. Just so much extra damage going in on this team fight. Syracuse is taking up this Baron. He's a little squishy. We're going to try and see if we can see some heroics here from the side of Eggboy. Eggboy's going to do it. Eggboy's actually going to pick up a kill onto Maya here. He's also going to pick up a kill here onto Syracuse, most likely. Oh, he's still alive. Sturch is going to take him down. Sorry, I'm screaming too much. But that's going to be a stopped Baron and 2 kills picked up for Eggboy and Sturcha. So great solo effort by Eggboy to stop that Baron by himself there. And a great follow-up by Sturcha to be able to pick up that extra kill. And now it looks like they're going to go on to this because the jungler's dead and Maya's dead, who is the other big carry in the game right now. So who doesn't have TP, they know that because he TP'd bot lane, so they're going to be able to pick up a free kill. Oh, Ice Cold Bro tries to land the pull. Is not going to be able to land, Squint's not going to be able to land the ult, but Ice Cold Bro, you are in a dangerous spot right now. Over the wall goes Jimmy, who's going to just try and solo Squint. Squint is going to get taken super low, but they can't do this. Maya is over the wall. They finally respawn, and they're going to be taking out this whole team. Eggboy is going to be next. There's just nothing they can do there. They weren't able to take down the Baron in time, and now the Baron's just going to go right back to the side of TSL. Yeah, they needed to just take that Baron quicker, and they weren't able to do so. Big Diak Jimmy tried to go in over the wall there to pick up the kill, but that left the squishy Magnificent tanking the tower, and with Maya able to get into the pit with Syracuse, that left things a little bit stranded there. Ooh, a nice hook there, but I don't know if that's somebody you want, because you can't fight him alone. Now, this is the problem now, because you see Maya has that Crown of the Shattered Queen, so it's going to try and go in, and is going to be taking a lot less damage early. Also has a QSS for himself with the Seraph's Embrace, so just looking to survive, do a lot of damage here. Yeah, we need to see Magnificent probably needs to get another item up, and we need to see Sturcha as well get another item up. Good picks is what they need. Ice Cold Bros just got to land the hooks, pull somebody out of position. It looks like they're ulting to try and get to this bot lane to try and pick off. Looks like they're going to try and get up to Syracuse here, but they're not going to be able to get there. Maya looks like is actually going to be the target. Maya is going to be taking a lot of damage. You got Ice Cold Bro there. You got the hooks. You got everything else. Maya is going to get taken down. That's going to be a kill onto Jimmy again. 8-2 on this Malphite right now. Has the Everfrost, has the Shadow Flame. Still has the ultimate for this mid lane if they try and fight it there, but it looks like they're just going to take this tower and probably try and roam up. But the ultimate immediately is going to come in. Squints are going to get taken down. Oh, Greg Boy is super low. The nice ultimate to try and counter there, but Magnificent steals the chainsaw and hits him with the zap. This should probably be a free dragon for them at this point. They're going to have to send somebody to try and stop the pushing Singed, but other than that, this dragon's going to be coming up here in 8 seconds. They're going to get to take this down. This is going to be a free dragon for them. After a good pick on the Maya, and then a great transition into the mid lane tower. Now the crazy thing about this is you kind of think, it kind of makes you think that, hey, HBO is in a very big advantage spot right now, but I don't think they are. As we're going to see, Maya looks like to be going to be engaged on again. Maya is going to get pulled back over the wall. He does hit the nice escape, but it's not going to be enough. Maie's looking to try and get away, but Dick Jimmy does not have the ultimate yet. He's going to get charmed up. He's going to not hit anything yet. They're just going to kind of escape. Well, that's going to be a lot of damage on the Magnificent. Syracuse is just going to ult and pick up, or ult, and then smite to pick up that kill. They're trying to kite this away. Coach Eggboy might be getting stunned up here. Nope. Big Dick Jimmy is going to just use that Everfrost and escape. Maie is trying to chase out. Clip it again. Oh, that's so funny. Flashed over the wall, tried to make him fake it, and yeah. Had the ward there, so that way he didn't know, but where else was he going to go at that point? It was a good attempt. Valid attempt. I like it. But yeah, a little bit of an overstay. They couldn't kill off Maie there, and then they ended up getting caught by the Seraphine and Volibear there. Nice extra damage on Squints, and then Maie with helping come back. Gonna try and keep pushing here, but now it looks like they're gonna try and pick up this kill onto Toby. Toby's gonna be slowed here, but he's gonna be able to walk away because he's just gonna run through the mid lane. It doesn't matter. He's got sprint. He's got his ultimate. You're not catching that, man. Eggboy here is looking like he's gonna try and hold this tower by himself. Oh, he's gonna hit the ult, but once again, that's where the QSS comes into play. That's why Maie's got it. But they're looking to try and do the chase down things here now, but with Squints getting that tower with his passive, he's going to be out of there as well. They're not going to be able to catch up. So right now, HBO is being a little bit more reactive than proactive. TSL doing a good job moving around the map and getting out before anybody else can catch up to them. And Maie right now, sitting on 2 needlessly large rods, has a little bit more utility style items, but with this, you got to imagine it's going to end up being a funky hat. He's going to be picking up some damage now, and that's going to become a real problem for this backline of HBO. Alright, what does each team need to do to kind of keep in this game at this point? Nope, never mind. We're seeing that there's an engage coming out. Maie's got the ultimate, but Ice Cold Bro just wanted to run him down, but the nice Rift Walk over the wall is going to be just out of range of Ice Cold Bro being able to hook onto this Cassidy. However, you can see now, it looks like the side of HBO is trying to just posture and clear out this side of the jungle. Little do they know that there's wards all throughout in the river as well, so they should know if they backed it all. But right now, the rest of the team is just pushing mid lane. So like they're all sitting in this bush and nobody's coming because they're all away. And now they're gonna see the rest of the team running. They've got the wards there. They know where they're coming from. They're gonna be able to walk away. Unless Ice Cold Bros is gonna be able to sense it out. Nope, not gonna be able to see it. They might be looking to actually kind of fight this out here. It looks like the Singe is coming up. They're trying to get something going here. The hook's gonna miss. It's just gonna be an ARAM at this point, I'm guessing, because next team to win this is gonna take a lot. They're gonna be able to take Baron. They're gonna be able to take Dragon. They might be able to push and take the game. Let's be honest, depending on who wins this. But we're gonna see an engage coming in here. The Blitzcrank just backed, and Jimmy's gonna get taken out. And now it looks like Bud Dickinson's gonna be traded as well. Maie is running in. Eggboy's gonna be flipped back, and that's gonna be a 3 for none here. Twins also just diving in on this backline, and all because of an ill-timed back, and they saw what happened and they decided to jump on it. So yeah, that's going to be Baron for free for the side of TSL. Yeah, there's just going to be nothing that they can do about that. They can try, but it's no point there. Looks like they're going to try and go for this dragon instead. However, it looks like Toby's already on it. He might have to give this up. They're going to try and do this while the rest of them are still at Baron. They're moving over there. They're looking to do it now. But it looks like they're going to have to back away from this. They're not going to be able to do it in time, as we can see. They are all roaming over at this point to try and get this dragon. And yep, they are going to get that dragon, so prevent the soul from happening for the side of HBO. So now that this Baron's up, we're probably going to see a lot of split pushing from the side of Toby, trying to get some work in. They've got all the outer towers in both side lanes, so an easy push down for that. And if you see the side of HBO trying to push up too much altogether, it's going to be an easy inhib to be taken by this Singed. Right now, not a lot of pressure going out for the side of TSL. This Baron is probably, it's about halfway gone already, so we're going to probably see a push going on here in just a minute, but we see that Ice Cold Bro's hanging out over a wall, trying to just be ready to pick off somebody. Kassadin's heading to the bot lane, so this would be the great time to find anything. They're going to hit the hook onto Syracuse, but he's just going to be able to ult out. There's going to be a TP play by the Kassadin, but I don't think that's really going to do anything other than net them. Oh, Ice Cold Bro might be caught out here. That's a lot of damage. He's going to get taken out. You're also going to get a nice ultimate from Jinx in there. A nice pick from the side of Malphite onto Maie. Maie's dead. Toby's trying to dive the tower. They're looking to just try and push in here, get a lot of damage, but the one trade back onto Maie is going to stop the extra push here. Just for the time being, at least. Oh, Squints gets excited. He's trying to pick up the kill, but Sturcha's going to be able to just squeak away and stay alive. However, TSL is going to be able to pick up the inhib. And now it looks like they're just shoving down this bot lane as well. They have the minions there. Maie had already gotten those minions on that side of the map. Ice Cold Bro's looking to make a play. He's going to hit the hook, but it's going to be onto Syracuse, who doesn't have the ult away. The ult's going to happen onto Syracuse, but he's still walking. He's still walking away. Sturcha's just taking so much damage here. The shields are coming out. Big Dick Jimmy's going to be able to just get away. But meanwhile, on the bottom side, or top side, you also have Toby, who's able to take down the inhib tower and is working on this inhibitor itself. He's probably going to be able to get it just with the minions alone. Yep, that's going to be all three inhibs down now for the side of HBO. Things are looking very dire at this point. They need a huge fight. They need a huge ultimate from Jimmy. They need to just be able to pop this backline from the side of TSL. TSL, on the other hand, they're just pushing each lane. They're getting the waves pushed in. They're managing it very well, and then they're just taking each lane one by one by one. That was a great play, full use of that Baron. They used every bit of it to take all three of those inhibs. Very well played. They're just roaming very well as a squad. They're not getting split up. That's kind of what caught them out earlier in the game and last game as well. They got split up. They were losing those fights, but now they're well ahead. They are 9K ahead of HBO here at this point in the game. And you imagine at this point they're just going to be looking to kind of group and push in, let the supers, the double supers, do their thing. Oh, a nice hook by Ice Cold Bro onto Greg Boy, but I don't think that's really going to matter. The ultimate had to have been used already. They're using everything to try and kill off Greg Boy. They're going to do so. However, Mai is going to instantly go in onto Budnificent. Everything's going to be used. Wince is going to be able to stay alive even through the Malphite ult and pick that up there. It's going to be a 2-for-1 right off the bat. It's going to be a 3-for-1, 4-for-1 coming, and now the ace. Wince doing so much damage alongside Maie. The great kiting, the great plays by it, all carries and supports as well. And they're going to very strongly take down game number 2. It's going to be a 1-1 for HBO. TSL. Great response. I feel like had a pretty strong comp, but yeah, just the comfort picks there, I think, from TSL, the Cassidin, the Jinx, the Singed clearly just kind of kept them in this game the whole time. They got a little behind early, but that's, you know, perfectly fine. They came back, they had solid team plays, they roamed around, and they were always being proactive and put HBO on their heels as well. So, really great game, 1-1. Strong performances by both teams in both games. So give us just a second. We'll get a straw poll here going on who your Game 2 MVP is, as well as we'll talk to both the players and or coaches as well on what their thoughts are on who was the player of the game. Looking at damage, because that's all that matters, Maye was coming in at number 1 with 31,000, 29,000 for the Jinx, followed by 27,000 for both Jimmy and Eggboy on the other side. 13, 7, and 11 on that Cassidin, 9, 3, and 14 on the Jinx. And a great KDA as well from Gregboy, 3, 5, and 20 on that Seraphim. So was definitely there, keeping Squints alive, keeping his team in it, landing some CC, doing great work there as well. Toby being a distraction was in some more of those fights, being the distraction, which I think very much helped. And a great game from Syracuse as well. Was able to just get those engages in some of those key mid-game fights to turn things around back in their favor. So great game all around. Big claps for all of you. Yeah, that straw poll is up now in the chats on who you think your game 2 MVP is. And obviously, go vote on that. I'm interested to see who everybody's is, because I think you could have several this game for the side of TSL. I think my strong first pick for MVP is probably going to Maye. Just had a super strong game on a champion that probably should get a little bit more pushed around in the mid game or in the early game, but was well ahead in farm. 5-6 minutes in was 20 CS ahead at that point. Maybe not 20 at that point, but either way, was still well ahead in CS throughout the early game, and then just played a really strong game throughout. Did so much damage, was such a nuisance throughout. Got the QSS to stay alive in there to the Crown of the Shattered Queen, played it really well. The other player you could talk about very much was Squints. Squints was just there, piling on the damage in the back line. Played this game about as well as you could from an ADC standpoint, especially with the dive of a Malphite, getting the possibility of Blitzcrank hooks and a Viego diving on you. Played that well. I much like that pick over the Lucian from last game. A little bit more range, kept you safer, and was able to just pile on and then, yeah, popped off later. So definitely a couple really strong performers there. And once again, Gregboy, I think, had a great game as well. Kept them in that. Had several really strong ultimates to several for kiting away purposes. The rest of the team's kind of diving in, and you hit 2 or 3 of them with that ultimate. It just stops their engage right off the bat. So that's also a possibility that you could throw in there. But we are in player of the game right now. We'll give you just a minute on this Game 2 MVP, so get your votes in. It's pretty close in this Game 2 MVP, so get your votes in so we can decide on an MVP for Game 2. And Eggboy, if you would love to join us, and even if you wouldn't, go ahead and do so if you're still here. All right. Next vote decides who the MVP for Game 1 is. We've got Maye and Squints both at 4 votes apiece. And the next vote is for Squints. Squints, you are officially our Game 2 MVP. if you would like to join us in the player of the game chat, that would be much appreciated. Congratulations. Well, somebody had to go and do the opposite and tie it up. Well, just kidding. People pushed it the other way now, so now it's my A. So if both of you want to join, we'll call you both of you, and we'll go with it. We'll figure it out from here. And if people keep voting, we'll call you both MVP. I don't care. That's not my job.
The MVP, both MVP in my heart.
Yeah, you both are great.
You both bought QSS and made my life miserable, so I mean.
Yep, that's what happens.
Aw, you mean you can't CC me? That's good.
Yeah.
I'll CC you in this email. Ooh. Oh! Alright, just kidding, Maya. Get out. Squints is now the MVP. He's got 7, you got 6. Correct. This is just going to keep happening. I mean, we have like 20-something people in here, so this could keep going on for a while, but some people don't like to participate, so it happens. Alright, so, great games from both of you. Well, we got a few questions for you, and chat, obviously, if you have your own questions, feel free to put them in there. Hoagie, for instance, says, both teams played really well overall. Got to give them some support love. Yep, supports are great. Alright, Egg Boy.
Yes, sir.
How did you pop off that hard that game?
Do you want the honest answer or the answer that makes me look good?
Let's do both.
Okay, so the answer that makes me look good is other teams trash. So much better. Mid diff. My ain't shit. Yeah. But the actual answer is Dan played out of his freaking mind, and he picked a whole bunch of fights that realistically we probably had no like actual way to take, but we just sort of did and followed up on what he was looking at. Like, I basically said in the post game to my team that Dan picked the fights and I just showed up, hit E, hit ult, and everyone died. So that was about
Fair
it.
enough. Yeah. I was gonna say very strong engages by, I mean, all of your team there. That first game, everybody was doing their part, getting in there, and I mean, like the Dragon Steel, the ultimate for the Dragon Steel, and yeah, it was great. It was fantastic. All right, and then so I've got a question now, a follow-up question for you. So, you know, being the good answer for you, where you said, "Oh, the other team's trash, my ain't shit." How did you guys feel going into the second game, like with the adjusted, like the adjusted pick bans, because they switched up the bans that game.
Mm-hmm. So going into the second pick ban, we had a feeling that after the way Jimmy played, we weren't going to be able to get Swain. But we did. We also did not think that they would put early priority on the Cassidy, which I mean makes sense because it's, you know, kind of the Maie special, I guess, for mid lane.
Clearly,
yeah, really.
That man was disgusting.
So we pretty much our game plan was like we ban out the Bel'Veth that we know that Fred has been spamming in the last since she got released. The Viego, we felt since we were on red side game 1 we had to get rid of it, but because Buddy also plays Viego, we figured on game 2 we can get rid of Wukong first rotation and take the Viego ourselves. And from there I think
that was spicy. We were like, oh wait, that's not Fred. That's going to HBO. Cool.
Yeah, I think honestly the draft the second game they adapted better than we did, but for what we were trying, I think we did pretty okay.
Yeah, I mean, either way, you guys had a really strong early game, came out swinging. All right, now question over to Squints. So, you guys had what seemed like a decently strong early game in game 1, and then HBO did come back very well and picked up that game 1. Going into the draft, what was the thoughts in there?
For
obviously,
game 1?
Game 2.
Game one going into game two. Okay, so game one, we wanted to try some stuff. We wanted to try some more early, paced, I guess, champions. And we did get ahead. We started throwing around first drag, and then we kept face checking bushes and making poor decisions. And I think game two, going into game two, I said in the chat like I need more agency late game. Lucian doesn't really offer that. So we slammed the Jinx in, and just went full scale, which is weird because you look at this team. I think myself, Toby, Sarah Cruz, Maya, like you think high tempo, and maybe that's just not the way we need to play the game. So we were trying some stuff. First game didn't really go our way, and just went back to more comfortable picks game two with scaling, and it worked out. So
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, you played that early game really well. You had a couple of scary moments, but you guys managed to survive them out. Especially going in with going against the Blitzcrank with two very low mobility champions, to say the least. You guys played that really well. You kited it out. Clearly, you got MVP game two, and ADCs don't get MVP. So, you know.
I was also surprised. I being a support man myself, am under the assumption that ADCs shouldn't win MVP because they're just doing their job. But I digress. I was happy with how I played. Whether or not I deserve it is, I guess, up to people to say.
All right. Great games by both of you. Flesh, you got anything else to add to these two on how well they played and their MVP statuses?
Great games, gentlemen. They were very fun to watch. Bravo.
Thank you.
Perfect.
It was fun to play.
Yeah, so that was HBO versus TSL. They picked up one game apiece, so it was 1-1 split for both of them. A nice bounce back for HBO from the last match. Look forward to seeing great things from both of you. You both obviously adapted very well in these games. Congratulations, and we are going to sign out here. We're going to end this stream. Thank you all so much for